Recently, I saw this on the ever wonderful place Kent as F1 Twitter. Renault wants Alpine to become the French Ferrari. Not to shit on Ferrari, but Alpine have it nailed in terms of management being a mess. And on Ferrari, word is former Ferrari boss Mattia Binotto could become Alpine's new team principal. But anyway, I do not see Alpine becoming the French Ferrari. Let me explain why. The first issue is the name of the team. If Renault wants Alpine to become the French Ferrari, they have to change the team back to Renault, a name of an iconic, long-standing car manufacturer. You kinda really hate a team named something that isn't that of a long-standing car brand which also has a successful history in F1 and then say, we want this team to be the French Ferrari. No, change the name of the team back to Renault, then we'll talk. Yes, Alpine is Renault's racing division toward it one way, but I think the name Renault would do the team a lot more in terms of trying to be the French Ferrari if they're insisting on that. The second reason comes down to fans. I just don't think any team will ever be able to recreate the kind of support for him fans that Ferrari get for the Tifosi. Well, not even just the Italian Tifosi, the Tifosi all over the world. In fact, I think the closest anybody will get to the kind of support that Ferrari has from fans is Max Verstappen with the Dutch fans. I, as you may be able to tell, I'm not French, I'm Scottish. So obviously I kinda speak for the French fans, but I have a question for those of you watching who are French. What team do you support? What's your favourite team on the grid? The third reason comes down to history. Ferrari have been competing in F1 every single season since 1950. They have become synonymous with Formula 1. You kinda hate one without the other. Of the 1,091 races in the Formula 1 World Championship, Ferrari have entered well over 1,000 of them. Renault, meanwhile, have been a bit more inconsistent with their time in F1, having entered 403 races of the over 1,000 that have taken place. They first joined the grid as a constructor back in 1977 and were competing as a constructor through to 1985. They were then in as a constructor again between 2002 and 2011, and then again between 2016 and 2020, since when they've been Alpine. In the gaps between, they were in somewhere in the sport as an engine supplier, and the team that is now Alpine was competing under Benetton between 86 and 01, before Renault bought the team that is, and as Lotus from 2012 to 2015. Some seasons they were using a Renault engine, some seasons they were not. This point I guess does kind of come back to my first one about the team currently not being Renault. They've been a bit more inconsistent in having the name Renault as the team in Formula 1. And if they want to be the French Ferrari, they need to change it back to Renault and keep it as Renault and not decide to change it yet again for the 5 millionth time. That inconsistency of what the team is and their come again and go again history, it won't do much in terms of gathering a loyal fan base like Ferrari have. Sure, Ferrari have had title sponsors come and go, but the team has always been Scuderia Ferrari. Renault were there, then left and came back when they bought Benetton, which before that was Tolman, then after being Renault became Lotus, then Renault again, and now Alpine. Don't worry, I'm confused here as well. Then point forward, there's just the state of the team in general. And now this is going to be a rich comment given the state of Ferrari the past while, but before they can even think of being the French version of the Italian team, Alpine need to get their shit together, and also need to prove that they can come back to winning championships. Ferrari are in that stage right now of trying to come back to title winning ways, but the difference here between Ferrari and the team that is now Alpine are that Ferrari have proven time and again throughout their history that they can go through a rougher patch of years with no championships and come back to championship winning ways again. But what do you make of all this? Personally, I just don't see Alpine being the French Ferrari, but do you think they can make it happen? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.